Thank you. Oh, please, please, thank you so much. I'm humbled. I am humbled. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on my channel, Oh for Craft Sakes. Today we're going to have a lot of fun making a fantastical wreath. It is going to be built around this adorable witch's boot. How cute is that? And so let's get ready to craft. Take a look down here and let's see what we have going on. So I've got my form and it's already pre-made, so that's going to be great. And I have our ribbons picked out. I think these colors are going to go great with each other, and I'm all about the sparkle today, so thank goodness this is all about the sparkle as well. And speaking of sparkle, I also picked these up. Everything is 40% off at Michael's, plus I used a 40% off coupon. So all of this, including my mesh, we're going to be doing some ruffle after we do the poof. All of this, no, without the ribbon, because the ribbon I had, I just got this. All of that, $18, and I got some other stuff too, so it was all included. So just this wasn't all $18. Okay, so let me get my table cleared off. Once again, thank you for the applause. You're all so generous. And once I get things cleaned off, we're gonna get started crafting. So plug in your glue guns and let's get going. Okay, we are back. I forgot to show you some of the cute little things that I have. I have this adorable witch's hat. Once again, they go together with the witch's boot. And look at these, y'all. You know I'm all about the sparkle, but look, I got these really cute picks, so we're gonna throw them on as well. So let me put these to the side and grab my mesh. Whoops. We are going to be using 21-inch black mesh. And then we are going to put in some orange ruffles. I'm just setting these up to get out of my way. I might as well take the price tag off of that. Okay, so as always, we are going to take our black mesh. Haven't gotten my mesh roller yet, so it's going on the floor. Throwing it down. And then we're just taking the top and I'm folding it down, sort of to make it all even. And then I'm taking the ends and I'm twisting them in just a tiny bit because I want it to be naturally curling in. So I might even go in a tiny bit more. And then I'm just going to gather. Okay, and I'm going to need a zip tie, so let me turn around right now and grab them. Okay, so I'm going to want to start at this one, so I'm going to go right before. I'm going to take our mesh, put it under, flip our form over, and I'm just going to twist this around a little bit so it's not so loose and frayed looking. And I'm going to take our zip tie, make sure I've got it in the right direction. And I'm going to put it as close as I can to this tie. I've not been drinking, but I probably should. Nice and tight. Let's just clip that off. And we'll cut this because we certainly don't need this much. But I'm leaving just enough of a tail so that you can see. Okay, so let's flip it over. And I am going to measure tonight because I just like to keep things fresh. I'm just going to move our boot out of the way. And I'm going to measure 10-inch poofs. So we're starting there. I'm measuring. Before I get started, let me just kick out my mesh. And see, I don't want that to happen like last time. I want to make sure it is turned over for the ends to go down. Okay, 10 inches. I'm coming in. And I'll put it down. And this wreath is nice size. It is, I believe, 18 inches, so that'll be nice. So we can fit lots of good stuff on there. So we're going to be putting more mesh. We're going to be using our ruffle, and then we're going to be putting in all that beautiful ribbon that I had out there. It's It's going to be super cute. And full, we can load it up. Whereas the last video, I don't know if you saw it, but when I made that little witch's sign with the little witch's hat and legs coming out, it was a smaller wreath and didn't leave us much room to embellish a lot of stuff. But today we're going to have more fun. More fun. I did not get this form at Michael's. It's really, really pinchy, like super pinchy, bad pinchy. I'm just trying to remember, where did I get this? I believe I might have ordered it from Craft Outlet. I've had it for a minute, so I forget. Oops, don't get stuck on there, buddy. Goes down like that. Oh man, what a day. Have you guys had a busy day? It is fall. It was still hot out today, but I'm still happy. I'm excited. I love fall. Went to the grocery store, was looking at things to break out the crock pot and all that good stuff, and they were out of a lot of the meats that I wanted, so I ended up not getting anything for the crock pot, but I'm gonna go back tomorrow. We do a lot of ground turkey when we're out. But I did get some chicken sausage. One of my other videos that's up there on my site is, or on my YouTube channel rather, of that turkey or chicken sausage. I'm going to make that tonight. So make sure these ends are pushing in. Poofing these out. So let me go ahead and finish doing these, and we'll fast forward so you don't have to be tortured by the 10-inch poof. And we'll be right back. Okay, now we are back, and I have come to the end of the line of the mesh. So I am going to just cut off a little tail. And we'll just get rid of that. And then we are going to take this tail. We're going to go under her little poof here. Right under here. Let's flip it over. Just like the last time, I'm going to turn it around a little bit. I don't make it super tight. I just want it enough to just keep it a little bit more organized looking. I'm going to put my zip tie through here. Here's the beginning where we started. That's just awesome that I made it before the end of the line all the way around. So I see this one's a little bit too long, so let me just clip that. And we will clip this. And we will get out another zip tie because we are going to start a new row. So, like I said before, I'm just dropping this on the floor. Normally use mesh roller, or maybe you guys have something fancy. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it in. Sorry, let me just make sure it's going in the right direction. It is, and it's just sticking. So, okay. So here's how the mesh looks. I'm going to fold it in a tiny bit. And then I'm going to fold it in because I like the sides in. Let me get this off of here because it's... Okay, just wanted to straighten that out a little bit. And then you just gather in. And like this. And now I'm going to want to put it, I'm going to want to start. So I'm going to put it underneath here, flipping this over, twisting a tiny bit, putting my zip tie in, and putting it as close to there as possible. Okay. Let's clip that off. This. and flip it back over. And I might clip some more of that after if it doesn't look nice and neat. Okay, so now let's make sure my ends are down, behaving. Okay, counting out the 10, going around. So right now, I have very bright lights on here, so some things might look sparse and you can see through a lot of things more than you will in regular lighting and when you have things on a wall. But when this is all full and decorated, you will not be able to see any of the bar. So Halloween is right around the corner, well, almost right around the corner, and do you guys dress up? My husband and I have been in Big Bear for the last, gosh, 3, 4, I mean, maybe even 5 Halloweens. They do such a lovely Halloween festival out there, and we would go out there, but so we haven't actually been home for Halloween, but this year we're going a week earlier, so we're going to be back in Vegas for Halloween. Let me see, it's getting stuck on the floor. Let me just let out some more slack. So Lord only knows what's going to be happening here in town, but there's always lots of fun stuff going on. What about where you live? Do you guys dress up? Do you go, you know, to Halloween parties? And if you are dressing up, please comment below what you're thinking about being. I always get so, I don't know, I don't think I have much of a creative brain, so I always have such a hard time coming up with something cute. And my husband says no to everything, so that doesn't help. But I love to see what other couples are doing. I know one time I was out at a bar many years ago for Halloween. Gosh, I was in my 20s, so that was what, about a week ago? And anywho, there was a group of girls dressed up like flies, and they had several arms coming out of their body, and they had the big beady eye glasses on and the antenna and stuff, and it was so funny. And then they had all of these red Solo cups attached to their arms, so when they would walk they would swing back and forth, and they were actually a barfly. I thought that was so smart. I never thought of something like that. That's brilliant. But yeah, they won, I think, like 2nd place on the costume contest that night. It was pretty cool. But I thought that was so ingenious. Just creative. Love it. Okay, we are almost done. We have a few more on here. So let's fast forward again and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back and all of our mesh is on our form, and I came to the end and I just wanted to show again, if someone has not seen how to do this, when we come to the end I just cut off the rest of the mesh. I tuck this under, I flip it over, and then I twist it a tiny bit so it's just all gathered and together, and then I take my handy dandy zip tie and put it under. And push that through. And tie it nice and tight. Clip it low so it doesn't scratch anybody's doors. I think that one is a little too long. Let's get rid of that. And then I'll just cut off the excess. I don't cut it too short, but just short enough. Okay, so that's beautiful. Now we'll flip this over and we are ready to do our ruffles. I already have our orange mesh. This is 10-inch orange mesh cut at 20 inches. So let me put it over here on the table. Let's see, my stuff away so it'll be easy to roll and you guys can see. So we'll just lay it out. Let's see what's going to be my Let's get my scissors back out. Keep it our little ruler flat. I was thinking about doing a woodland, but then I thought witch's woodland is so sweet and nice. So I'm just going to pull in with my fingers right in the middle, just pulling and like pleating or gathering, or however you want to talk or call it rather. And then I just keep pulling in, making sure the ends are in. And there we have our little, it looks like a bow, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put it in our first tie on the bottom row. And I think I'm going to untie it a little bit because I think it's too far from the mesh. Sometimes I over tie, you think, just a tiny bit. So let's go ahead and place that in there. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to open a tie and everything's going to come unraveling out like a snake out of a can, but it doesn't happen that way. Okay, and then move that all around, and that's how that looks on there. See? Pretty kind of ruffle, right? I want to see a camera up here, and maybe I'll pick it up right here, and that's how it looks. I'll tuck that in a little bit. But yep, you get the idea. Okay. But anyway, I do want to do a woodland ruffle, so I think next video, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with a Christmas wreath. Not pretty, guys? That's great. Oh, goodness. So I believe I'm being very calm today, considering my son sends me a text. He lives in Arizona. I always talk about him. But today he sends me a text. Guess what? I have a DVT at a doctor's office now. I'll call you when I'm done. Now, DVT, for those of you who don't know, stands for deep vein thrombosis, which in common terms is a blood clot. So I saw this and I was like, are you, I mean, get a phone call. I mean, you're going to text me, but I'm just glad that he reached out, right? He always does, thank God. But I can't believe, so he has a blood clot in his left leg, and the same leg, the same area. I had about 10 years ago a blood clot issue myself in my left leg, my whole femoral vein, which is your from hip to knee. And I was on medications and stuff, and that's why I got mine. But here he is, almost 27. The doctor said, you're really healthy. Why would you get this? But this is what I'm thinking. I'm a nurse, not a doctor. Let's say that first. But a couple weeks ago, he was working out at the gym, and he let me know that night when he got home. He was like, oh man, I think I pulled something in my leg. You know, I think I pulled a muscle. Like, it hurts like my quad or my hamstring or my calf. Or he was just trying to figure it out. His leg hurt pretty bad. So naturally, it's over a month now, and I keep saying, if it's hurting, you've got to go get that checked out. You know, moms. And so finally, he listened to his girlfriend, thank God, and went today, over a month later, and sure enough, blood clot. So, I mean, that's a life-threatening situation right there. I'm just so thankful he listened to her and finally went, because he didn't listen to me, and, you know, I'm just glad that it's all going to be all right. But anyway, so he's actually in the ER right now getting seen, and I'm waiting to see if they're going to admit him, and that's a pain in the butt. Anybody experience blood clots? No fun. But we're going to get through it, and it'll be okay. I was just a little bit shocked, was not expecting that. But I think what I was going to try to say before, that he was working out, and I think he might have torn something in his leg in the vicinity behind his knee, and I think it just kept bleeding internally, and perhaps it just obviously formed a clot. And then sometimes, you know, if you have a clot in there too long, it becomes like gelatinous, like jello. So I'm interested to see what's happening with that clot. And I'm sure it's still accumulating, but we'll see what happens next. Okay, so once again, rolling a ruffle. If you never have, I just take it, roll like the bottom, the end here, just under a teeny tiny bit, and then I just look at the middle, and I just take my fingers and crinkle it in. Almost like making pleats, but much easier. And I don't want to stab myself, so I'll take that off and just bring it on in the middle. And making sure my ends are tucked in when I put it down on the form. This is looking super cute. Wait till we get the second row done. Then we'll figure out how we're going to attach that witch's boot. That's going to be super cute. I had just never seen a decoration like that, and boom, sure enough, ran into Michael's. Once again, 40% off. But I think they pretty much always have sales lately. Every time I've been in there, they always offer that 40%. And then if you have their app, they give you another 40%. But it was great. I saw this stuff and I was like, oh my gosh, super cute. And I'm not going to stop making Halloween wreaths until about, well, next week is October rather, so probably right around there. So I'm just enjoying the whimsical fun of making these wreaths, and then I'll move on and just go strictly, you know, maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Anyway, let me go ahead and finish these, and we'll fast forward. We'll be back. Okay, we are back, and good thing I took a little break right then to fast forward for you guys, because I did actually get to talk to my son, and they are going to admit him into the hospital in Phoenix, and he does not want me to fly out there. So he's almost 27. I'm going to respect his wishes, and he knows I'm here if, you know, if he needs me. But once he gets into a room, he'll let me know what room he's in and what the name of the hospital is there. So now back to making wreaths. You guys, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think it looks very festive, and I think once we get the boot on, how awesome is that? I mean, do we want to put it over here? Do we want to put it up on the top? I mean, there's just, who knows what I'm going to do with it. But can't do anything till we get our ribbon, so let me grab my ribbons real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Got the ribbons, and this is what we have. I thought I'd put these two together. Oh, don't you roll on me. And then I thought I'd put these two together. No, those are both. Yes, put these two. No, wait, hold on. Senior moment. Okay, I'll put those two together, these two together, and these two together. Wow. My mind totally went blank. Obviously, I am older than I feel. Okay, so now, let's see. We're going to cut these 12 inches, and then we'll dovetail them, make them all pretty. And I only need 4. I just need 4 of each. There's actually, that'll bring us to 16, but then I'll need just two more of just one, or one of each, one of 2. You know what I'm trying to say, y'all, right? Let's just put it this way. I need enough ribbon for 18 ties. Yeah, math, not my best thing. Senior year was failing, but my priest, because I went to Catholic school here in Las Vegas, go Bishop Gorman, was failing my senior year in geometry. Don't even get me started on that. And the way that I passed the test was, and Father Bebo is no longer with us, may he rest in peace, but I studied classical voice forever, and he said to me, all right, if you sing for me, you know, if you sing an Italian aria in class, I'll give you a D. So I said, heck yeah, Father Bebo. So that's how I passed, you guys. True story. What would... Oh, getting a phone call from my hubs. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We are back. My hubs was just checking in. He's at a work meeting right now. And yes, my ringtone is You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story 4. I just love Toy Story. And you know, it's such a cheerful song. I've had it on for a while now. I do need to change it, but anyway. And my text alert is the Martians. Ooh. I don't know if you guys have all seen Toy Story, but super cute. Just adorable. Fun fact, in the last movie, number 4, which we just actually, my husband and I watched the other night, it was so cute, with Mr. Potato Head, Don Rickles, obviously he had passed away before they filmed number 4, so they were able to go back to previous Toy Story movies, gather words up that he had recorded then, and put it into the movie now. So he doesn't talk a lot, but he definitely does talk. So I thought that was neat that they did that, because it just doesn't seem right without Mr. Potato Head. So look how cute that looks, guys. Oh my goodness. Loving it. Love it. And I actually need one more. I need 4 of everything, but then the first 2, I need one more black. I need 2 extra at the end. It's that math thing, remember? Don't ask. If I've just confused you, yes, I have. It's not you, it's me. Get these tied on. They're gonna look super cute. Okay, there we go. Awesome, so let's put these over here. I am going to cut the rest of our ribbon, and we'll fast forward through it so you don't have to watch the paint dry on the wall, so to speak. And we will be back as soon as I'm done. Okay, we are back, and I've got our ribbons cut. Look how cute this is. The sheer over the little witch's legs and hat. Super cute. I love that. I already cut them, and I already did the V's, aka dovetails. So if you don't know how to do this, in some of my other videos I demonstrate, but you just take it when it's not cut. You just fold your ribbon in half, and you just cut it with your scissors, and voila. Okie dokie, artichoke. Take a look down here. Let's get started putting our ribbon tails on. I thought I picked out 4 different pairs. Apparently I didn't. Anywho, so we just take our ribbon. I like to fold it in half, and I just bring it in. And let's attach it to the bottom, right in that tie. And I'm just going to finish that tie off and fold it down. I'm going to pick out my ribbon here. And then bend down the tie a little bit, so I'll show you. So it looks like this, and it's sticking out that direction. Okay, and we'll go to the next. Fold in half. So if you've made something similar to this, or if you're making something completely different, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please let me know what you're making and what you have left going on. Are you moving on to Thanksgiving and forgetting Halloween and things like that? Are you doing other things? Like I've made lanterns, I've made centerpieces. I have something super cute for fall to make. That's like a little window box. It's super cute. And I'm going to take it apart and remake it. So, super cute. No, I don't like how that looks. Hold on. Okay. And I'm just pushing and gathering in. Just because I'd like it to be tiny, like a little bow tie. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it with the sheer. So that's how that looks. Super cute. Okay, I am just going to put all of these into our ties, and once again we'll speed through it so you don't have to, once again, as I like to call it, watch the paint dry. So let's go super fast. Okay, so here I'm going, making the prints. Let me put it super quick. Okay, no, that's really me. Just kidding, that's me. I know my brother said, well, if you can move like that, you can make a lot of stuff. I was like, slow down, buddy. We're good. Okay, seriously now. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we are back. We have all of our ribbon on here. You can see that it's super full and just looks, well, I just love it. So now for our next decision, we have our little witchy poo boot, and we need to figure out if we're putting her here, just right smack dab in the middle. And do we like it like that, or do I want to put it off to the side? Something like this. I don't think I want to do a big bow. At first I thought I was going to, but I think it just, maybe a small bow. So maybe we'll just put it like right like this. Kind of sideways a little bit, that's kind of cute. And then we can decorate. You know what I'm trying to say. By the beard of Zeus, what am I trying to say? Decorate, yes, okay. Oh my gosh. That actually hurt my brain a little. Good Lord. Damn you hormonies. Okay, so now, here's the next question. How are we going to attach this? Well, let's do our wire. It'll be so easy. So let me grab my floral wire behind me. And let me have my scissors are right there. So I'm going to clip just one piece. And then I'm gonna take another piece, and I know these are crazily long, but I'd rather have too much and have to cut it off than have too little. Okay. So I'm just taking our wire, folding it in half. And this is open, so we will definitely put something in here. Oh, can you see? This is open, so we'll definitely put something in here. But for now, maybe we should just do it into the middle, huh? Pushing it. Oh, look at that. It came right out. So, but now how do I... Now it's like this. What was I trying to do? Okay, perhaps I'm not trying to go through it in its entirety. Oh my god, really? Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's actually small enough you can't see it. Okay, so let's see. Hold on, let me just tie this so that we have enough slack. I'm just making sure that I can't see that. And then once it's on here, look, can you see any wire? Nope, I don't either. Okay, perfecto. So we'll only need just one piece of wire. We're gonna put it right here and right here. Just gonna prop it up nicely. So we're just gonna put her like that, but setting on top, not in it. So let me just flip this over, and there's my wire already ready to take charge. And then let me just attach it where I want it to go. And I totally messed up, guys, so I'm not gonna cut and come back and make it look like I'm all perfect and I'm this, you know, crafter of the year, like what's her name on Mary Tyler Moore. Now I'm really showing my age, but Nivens, whatever, Betty White's character, she was like always so perfect, and Sue Ann Nivens or whatever, and she had a show on TV and she would never, God forbid, she'd ever screw up or whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to be like that. I'm just going to show you, well, let's just improvise, adapt, and overcome. So I'm putting on this other piece of humongous wire that I had on the side, and now I'm going to just put it through here. And there's that. Okay, I just want to put it through there. And then it's nice and tight. I'm going to turn it again, but I don't want it to be too tight, so I'm just going to pick this up for a second and look at it. And yeah, that's exactly where I want it to be. So I'm just going to twist this wire. Just like that. And then I'll get rid of the clippers. And I'm going to clip it right there. And then I'm just going to come back towards the top and just continue wrapping it, and making sure the end is tucked down so that when someone hangs it on their door, you guys, it won't scratch or hit anything. Okay, let's flip it over again. Let's check it out. Yep. It's exactly where we want our boot, and now we're going to want it like a little bit, I guess just like that. Let me hold it up and see. Let me just hold it up to myself. Yeah, that's cute. But you know what? I'm going to want to put a little bit of wire down there because I don't want to have it move. You know, if you're hanging on your front door and someone comes to your door and you open it up and close it, I don't want it to flap. I want everything to be set and in place. So once again, I'm actually doing the kooky. Do I want to do the kooky thing? Why, yes, I do. I'm going to go actually underneath. Ingenious. Okay, so I'm going to want the boot to set right there, so I'm going to go underneath it. And under. And then I'm going to bend this end down because I'm going to tie them together around the wire form here. Let me show you. So let's flip this over. Okay, and here's a little piece here. And now, where is the other piece? Okay, here's a piece here. So who belongs to who? Yep. Give me a second. Okay, it's just attached to there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we have this. Where's the other guy? Did he not come through? All right, so then just let's do this. So much easier. You guys, seriously, I apologize. It's so much easier, and I should have just done this in the first place, but this stage of the game, I'm 54. It's hard to remember things. Hard at this point in time. The memory goes. Okay. Oh my gosh. You idiot, Allie. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so now I just put that through on the side. No one's ever going to see it. I am going to wrap it under here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a loose tie because I want to flip it back over and make sure our positioning is good. And it is. So that's the exact positioning we want. And so now I'll just twist that up. Beautiful. Let me just tie this over here. Once again, making sure it's tied down so it doesn't scratch anyone's house. Oh my gosh, look at that. Love, absolute love. Right? How cute is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's see. What else do we have here to adorn? Oh, we can't forget her witch's hat. Oops, I'm just dropping stuff, guys. Hold on. Gosh. We have our witch's hat. Should we put the hat on there? Should we put the hat over here? Let's see. Let me turn this around. I just want to drop stuff today. That's all. I just want to drop stuff. Okay, so maybe we want to put the little hat right here. I'm just going to poke it through the mesh. So I just want it to sit right on top there. And then I'm going to reach down here and take a little look. Yep, there it is. And now I'm going to fold it up. I'm going to try to do this without looking, but I can't because I really want to make sure it's stabilized. So I don't mind that graceful thing I did. Okay, and I'm going to use my best friend, the zip tie, to make sure it stays on there. Because it's very thick and I don't want to wrap it around or try to wrap it. So I just made a loop. And now I'm going to zip tie it. So see, every now and then I do have a great moment. The brain does work. What? Boom. We'll just tie that there. And clip. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's see how cute that looks. Put more of the black around it so that we can see it just a tiny bit better. But that's how it's going to look. I am going to hold it to the front camera so that we can also take a look there. So keep in mind, bright lights. But look how cute that looks. So we see her boot, and then let's see, can you see the hat? Yeah, the hat's right here. So it's kind of off to the side, just a decoration. Okay, very good. Okay, now comes the fun part. Adding some goodies. And I'm kind of feeling like we could use a little bow here. It's looking a little bit plain. So, guess what? We're gonna make a bow. And you guys, literally, I just thought this up today when I went into Michael's. So normally I'm a little bit more prepared, knowing where I'm going, what I'm doing. But it's been kind of fun just winging it. Okay, so let me get out our ribbons. Let us see. Which one do I want to put down first? Let's just do the solid. And I love this. I love these two. So let's go 1, 2. Okay, I got it. So we're just going to do a small little Lisa bow, and I'll show you how to do that. Just cutting my tail already. Okay, so I'm going to measure the tail out to be, I don't want it to be too long, so I'm just going to go with 12 inches. Okay, twist down, get myself a little bit of slack. Okay, and with a terry bow, your long tail comes down here. So now, let's see, how long do I want to make it? Because I don't want it to be too big. So let's just go 6. Just want to make sure that stays at 6. Yes. Okay. So let's twist it. And we'll make this 6 as well. Okay. And we don't have to twist it because this is our end, this is our short end. And I'm just thinking, is that exactly what I want to do? And I do believe I do, because we're going to use a lot of ribbon. So I'm going to measure this out. Start it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of 12, let's do a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because the top piece, what am I trying to say? Sorry about that. The top tail is shorter. Okay, so now I want that to be up. Let's go to our next one. I really like this, so let's do it. So our tail is basically over here. So let me just put this down. And if I'm not explaining it the right way, I apologize. This is actually the first time I'm making this bow, if I can be completely honest with you. I've watched it a lot of times, and I do follow Trish, and I actually have to go over here. Because if you stop on this end, you have to start on this end. So I watch Wreaths by Trish. She's amazing. And let's see what we want to do. I want to do the same length. So we're just going to do that. Get some slack out there. Anyway, watching her, she's amazing. And she does all these different kinds of bows, and she's brilliant. Okay, there we go. And now twist. Okay, same length. Okay, and now we don't have to twist because this is our tail. And we're just going to make it the same length as that one. So I'm going to cheat for a second, hold it right out. Okay. Okay. There's that end. I'm just going to pull that down because I don't like how that looks like that, but now I do like it like that. Okay, let's see, let's do something with some sparkle. Take this one off. You guys, after we're done here today, look up a Lisa bow. I think I'm not doing it correctly. So let's just call this the alley bow. I'm having a senior moment, so bear with me. Okay, same length, twist, pinch, twist out. Let's go in a little shorter, so let's push that out of the way. Let's just go to 5. And bring that down. And then pinch and twist so the correct side is up. Just moving this out of the way because I want to get to my 5. Yep. And then we don't have to twist because this is going to be our other tail. And now we'll cut. Beautiful. So this is going to be really cute, and it may not be a true Lisa bow, but I do know that it's supposed to be a tail every other, like now we had a tail, then we have a bow, then we have a tail, then we have a bow, then we have a tail, and now we're going to continue on there. And once again, I'm not best at explaining this. I apologize. I'm a horrible teacher. That is true. I'm like Simon on American Idol back in the day. Yeah, and when I used to be nursing, I would never be asked to train people because I was the Simon. Okay, so let's see, let's go with, we just have a sparkle, so let's go with a solid. And this is the home stretch. We're going to just do this, so if you're not loving, you can fast forward. And we're just going to attach this to the bow and decorate a little bit, and we're golden. So in fact, why don't I just relieve you and what am I doing? Put this, oh my gosh, you guys, right? I'm a total spaz. Spazzaruno. Get it together, Allie. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. This whole roll should be a blooper. I'm actually going to fast forward so that you don't have to be tortured by my crazy weirdo type of bow making. So let's fast forward a bit and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back with our Terry Lisa, but really we're just going to call it an alley bow. I've got all the ribbons up here. There's all our tails here, and then our longer tails here. And now we're just going to get it off without it having a conniption. So let's see. Okay, so we want to go into the middle. So I'm going to slide it in the middle. And then I'm going to separate. And it should be pretty much every other one, but I'm going to turn it around. Yep, there it is. Okay. Now I'm not going to do it super tight. I'm just going to thread it. Oops. Let's just flip it over. Okay, beautiful. I'm pushing down the ribbon so we can get this around. Okay, so I'm pulling it just a little bit. And I'm making sure I've got the tails up here. I'm actually doing. Placing it where I want it to go. I want one up, one down, one bow in the middle. We want one up, one down, this bow in the middle. Okay, so that's how I'm going to want it to be. So I'm going to reach my hand underneath and I'm going to grab all the ribbon. Okay, I'm just going to grab it with both hands. And I'm going to take it off the bow. And then you can see the center where your easy bow was on. So just get it centered. And then once again, let me very carefully bring this behind. Okay, but now before anything, let me just make sure all the ribbons are placed where you want them to go. So we want all the ends over here. And they should be overlapping. Okay, I am definitely going to get a bow fluff box. I just want to make sure I want this to be up, put that down, up in the center, up, this down. No, I want that one down. Just in the center. That in the center. Okay, so okay, that goes up there. All right, let me just flip this over. Just make that real tight. I'm going to clip it. Then I'm just going to take a little piece of ribbon to cover the tie. And the ribbon that I'm using is really super glittery, so it doesn't tie very well and very stiff. So I'm not going to tie this around there, but I'll just use this. Let me make sure I got a good piece of wire out. Home stretch, guys. Thank goodness this wasn't on Facebook. Y'all would have fired me by now. Okay, so let me show you. How you do this is you just fold it in once and crease it, and then fold it over to the end and crease it and lay on. Make sure you got the middle again and cover your front. Make sure just make sure I'm in between. Okay, yes. Okay, I am going to stick my wire down in here, making sure it's the way that I want it. Need to tie that super tight. And then let's see if I can push it through. Yep, perfect. Perfecto. And then I pull it nice and tight so it lays flat because we don't want it to stick up. And I'm just going to cut the ends just a tiny bit. And now this is where your box would come in handy to fluff everything. But I am just going to fluff everything with my hands because that's what I have, these hands. So, oh God, remember Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights? I just don't know what to do with my hands. We're Will Ferrell fans here. Good Lord, it's hilarious. Okay, so I am going to fluff. I'm going to fluff, and we will be right back with the finished product. Okay, we are back. Our ribbon is fluffed, and this is how it looks. Came out super cute. I don't know what to call it, as I said, but we'll just call it the alley bow, and it's all good. So I've got my wire on the back, and let's see, where is it? Perfect. And then I've got my trusty needle. This is fantastic. Once again, Trish, the Grease by Trish Genius, stole this from her. This is genius. You just put this through, boom, and you just put it up, and this will go through your mesh, easy breezy. So, I'm going to want it to go right there, and I'm just reaching behind me, underneath. Yes, there it is. Not gonna lie, that came out super cute. I couldn't duplicate it if I had to, but the Alabo, but it sure turned out cute. Now I hate to bring this over, but I want to show you guys. So see, the needle comes right through the mesh. No stress, no strain, easy breezy. Then I just get my wire off of it. Boom. And then I'm gonna attach it right here. Wrapping it a couple times around here. And then wrapping it around here a couple times back down. Okay, I'm going to bring it down all the way, then I'm going to clip it so it's nice and flush. Once again, nothing is sticking out to scratch anything, so I'm just going to tuck that under, and beautiful, right there. So now, let me fluff our bow again, and then I'll hold it up for the camera so you guys can see. If you know your tails, you can just, this doesn't fold very well, but I think it's going good. Oh, you guys, I think this is so cute. I love all these colors, and like I said in my past videos, I don't know, I love polka dots. They're so dang cute. Okay, making sure that every other one is out and about and having its own space. Okay, so let me hold it up for you to see. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but there's our bow. It looks super cute. That's how the wreath is going to look. I'm looking through here. I don't know if you can see me, but so we have our boot. That's a little crooked. We have our witch's hat. We have our bow. And, you know, as always, I will post a picture, but let's see if we think it needs something else. Let me see. Let me take a look at it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of just like it like that. Just going to fluff the hat out so you can see it more, and then there's that. We have to put something in here, so these are cute. I might just put a couple of these on for heck's sake, because it's, I mean, does it really need it? I don't know. Where's my poofs? My poofs fell. 1 second. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is super easy. Just twisting these around each other so that every other one is black and orange, right? And then I'm going to clip it right there. Get my clippers out. Let's see, where are they? So I'm going to stick it in here. Do I want to just leave the length? Hold on, let me just see how they're going to look. So that's how it's going to look, and I think I can just glue up the stick and place it in there like that. That'll be perfect. So I am just not going to do this over, but off to the side, I don't know if you can see in the, I'm just putting a nice layer of glue. Okay. And I'm just going to place it in here. Nice. Let's see, do I have every other one? Perfect. Oh my goodness, I just don't want it to be too perfect. So I want that to be in there like that. With all that glue, it's definitely not going anywhere. And you know what? I just don't think that we need anything else. I don't think I'm going to really need to put these anywhere. And I don't think these are needed either, because I think it's big and full and fluffy and beautiful just on its own. So that's how it looks. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for bearing with me through all my craziness, my memory loss, my crazy alley bow, and listening to me. Thank you for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. So if you have a moment, if you can hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it, you'll be notified when I upload my next video. And leave a comment. Let me know. You think I'm crazy or have lost my mind? Well, we already know that. But let me know a little bit more about you and about your crafting journey. I think that's all. So, oh, I can't forget. I'd like to thank the audience for coming tonight. Thank you. No, really, it's okay. No, well, I didn't say that for you to clap. I'm kind of tired. But I will see you soon on Oh for Craft's Sakes.